Hey, y'all, a very good morning to each one of you. And I thank God for this blessed day that He has given us. And I know that He has an amazing plan for you. For today's one verse, one truth, I would love to read from Second Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3 to 5. For though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight are not with the weapons of the world. On the contrary, we have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. Now, Paul is outrightly making it very clear that as Christians or as children of God, you and I cannot behave or do things like everyone around us do, but rather we need to behave as children of God and be very conscious that there are these spiritual empowerments that God has given us, and we need to use that into our day to day life. For example, your friend can be quite revengeful. Your someone that you know can be someone who lives with hatredness, bitterness, and can be rude, argumentative, can be abusive, can be having the freedom to talk anyhow. But when it comes to you and me, we need to be extremely careful. As Paul says, the world has its own weapons to wage wars, but we as children, we children of God, we cannot use those weapons. We rather use the weapon that God has given us to demolish every stronghold around us. The most important he says is let's demolish every stronghold of thoughts and also every pretense. For that, you and I need to have a real good spiritual relationship with our God. And then knowing who you are and what God has given us, with that, we're going to go out and fight every battle. Spiritual battles are fought with spiritual weapons. God empowers believers to overcome strongholds through truth. Fight with God's weapons. Truth tears down every lie. But for that, you and I need to have an honest, intimate relationship with God. I want to encourage you today as you going ahead with this day. Why don't you come back to God and restore your relationship with God? Have a true spiritual bond with God, as it says in John, abide in Him, and thereby see every stronghold breaking down in your life. God bless you. Have a very beautiful day.